Hi, my name's Jeff Beard. I'm an engagement manager and technical project lead here at iuvo Technologies. I'm going to talk about one of the projects that I was involved with and continue to be involved with from a customer perspective. They are a BioTech. They were a new startup. They had no infrastructure, they had no company at all, and they came to us looking for help with technology because they had nothing. And the founding members came from larger organizations. They'd kind of been through the process before, and they recognized that having a very stable and secure technology foundation was critical to their success. And we were very happy to hear that because that's not always the case. But we went into the conversations with that mindset and into the planning phases with them once they decided to move forward with us. So it was very collaborative with them, and they understood the importance of everything we wanted to do from a security perspective. As it turns out, their space that they had decided to move into didn't really have much in the way of accommodations for a large on-premise technology footprint. They didn't have a server room, they didn't even have a server closet. They basically just had a few racks that they could potentially put a few very small racks that they could potentially put some network equipment in. So very early on, between that physical limitation and the real focus on security, those two things really led us to take them in a cloud-first direction, a cloud-first approach, and really try to avoid as much on-premise technology as we could reasonably. So we worked with them to come up with a plan to create them in Microsoft 365 from the ground up without connecting it to any on-premise equipment. We used the Microsoft 365 platform to secure their computers because they didn't have anything. So we worked with them to find the right computers for them and then to secure them with Microsoft 365 and apply the appropriate policies and protections for encryption and mobile device management so we could have some control over those devices if they were lost or stolen. We also use that technology to secure their mobile devices. All of them are using their own mobile devices, but we're very keen on making sure that the work information on those devices was secure, just in case those were lost or stolen. So we put together policies for that as well. For their office space, they had a few meeting rooms and collaboration areas that they needed to equip with hardware and software to allow them to collaborate in those spaces, both with people on premise or in the office and remotely. So we went ahead and used the Microsoft Teams platform in those areas to put in dedicated video conferencing and screen sharing technology, and then we deploy that throughout the organization so that inside of those rooms and outside of those rooms, people have the necessary software on their computers to collaborate with people regardless of where they are. We also moved them into the Microsoft Teams phone system, so there wasn't much need for each individual person to have phones, but again, in those collaboration spaces and also for safety in their laboratories, they needed actual phone devices. So we integrated all of those into the Microsoft 365 platform for them. Another key part of their business, obviously as a biotech, is their bioinformatics program. So we have also been working with them on a continuous basis to make sure that they have the capability to utilize cloud computing resources and to store large amounts of data off-site, outside of the office, because they don't really have any on-site storage to do that. So we brought in partners from a networking perspective to make sure that they had enough bandwidth and that their network was very robust and secure and redundant, so that data can live off-site. And really, we've kind of continued in that relationship with them as their trusted advisor when it comes to IT infrastructure related items and integrating the systems that they're using. So the bioinformatics program, they have a gene sequencer that we are helping to integrate. The laboratory has sub-zero freezers that are, use Wi-Fi monitoring to make sure that everything is safe in those freezers. And there are several lab computers that are attached to instruments like microscopes. And just making sure that all of those devices are connected and secure is something that we work with them on kind of a continuous basis. So it's been a very great partnership with them and a very good exercise in doing a cloud-first approach for that sort of bioinformatics and biotech startup. So it's been a great experience.